Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. It's time to start our 2022 playoff coverage. The wild card series are in the books. And oh my gosh, was it exciting. That was an absolutely insane wild card series for almost every matchup. And by the way, my World Series predictions, just go ahead and just throw those. It's all out. It's all out the window. Both sides. Both teams are not making it. It's just crazy. My entire bracket is broken, crumbled into a million pieces. It's over. Forget that. Predictions done. Out the window. I ain't going to be as successful as last year when I picked the World Series champ preseason with the Braves. It ain't happening this year. So all that's out the window, but still, now it's time just for some exciting baseball because, oh my goodness, what a crazy wild card round. That did not go as I expected it. There was some just insane games. I'm going to run through it. If you missed any of this, you're about to get a quick recap, so you don't have to sit through the entire games, although some of these games you might want to because they were really exciting. So the wild card series have wrapped up. Game 1, there was this awesome pitching duel between the two Shanes. Shane Bieber threw 7 1/3. He gave up just 1 run on a Jose Siri home run. He struck out 8. Then you had Shane McClanahan, who threw 7 strong, but he gave up 2 runs because there was a runner on when Jose Ramirez stepped up to the plate.
For Cleveland to have a deep October run, Jose Ramirez has to have a big October. Swinging a high fly ball, deep right center field. Siri at the wall, and it's gone! How many times can he come through? The answer is infinite.
So the Guardians took it 2-1, and then in game 2, we had an all-timer. Oh my goodness, have I missed these kind of games? We don't get these anymore with the dumbass runner on second base rule. So this game went 15 innings, 0-0, and this is how it ended.
We're in the bottom of the 15th. Swing and a high fly ball, left field, way back, ball game. Gonzalez walks it off, and the Guardians are moving on to the division series.
What a freaking moment right there. And I'll be rooting for the Guardians the rest of the way to win it all, since this is the team that hasn't won a World Series since 1948. And so there's so many fans that have to be in their 60s, 70s, not to mention the fans in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who have never seen their team win a World Series. So I'll be rooting for the Guardians the rest of the way just because it's been so long since they've won a World Series. The other American League series involved my World Series championship prediction, the Toronto Blue Jays against the Mariners. And I seem to have underestimated this Mariners team because, damn, they took care of business in game 1. 4-0, a combined shutout by Luis Castillo and Andres Munoz. Cal Rayleigh went deep. Eugenio Suarez drove in a couple runs, and that just took care of game 1. But then in game 2, different story. Blue Jays took an early 4-0 lead. Teoscar Hernandez hit 2 bombs. That lead was extended to 8-1 by the 5th inning, and things were looking like, okay, we're going to have a tied-up series here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for Game 3, right? Can't wait for Game 3. So at this point, just kind of relaxing a little bit. All right, Blue Jays got it in the bag. It's looking all hunky-dory until Carlos Santana hits a 3-run bomb. Ooh, okay, things are a little interesting, but Blue Jays are still fine, right? Until the bases are loaded in the 8th inning, and up stepped J.P. Crawford.
You're going to get a quality at bat from J.P. and grind out this at bat.
Crawford to center field, not deep. Sprinting in Springer, and Bichette and Springer collide. The ball falls, and everybody's going to score. The Mariners have tied the game, and now Bichette and Springer are laid out in the outfield.
Into the triangle, Springer and Bichette collided, both trying to make the play in shallow center field. And now the ultimate concern for the Blue Jays is the health of their superstars.
Oh my gosh, what an insane moment. And at that point, the air is out of the balloon. The Mariners have taken all of the momentum, and sure enough, in the 9th inning, a double by Adam Frazier gave the Mariners the lead, and they won the game and the series. And the Mariners showed amazing fight. They are hot. They are a team right now that looks like They got their eyes on a World Series ring, and they're just the kind of team that sometimes just goes all the way. We've seen it before with the Giants. We've seen it with the 2019 Nationals. And this is a team that has a ton of talent. I mean, a ton of talent. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Mariners run the table, honestly. But let's jump over to the National League, and you have the New York Mets having their way with the Padres in Game 1. No reason to I mean, it's 7-1. They just completely whooped their ass. All 7 runs scored off of Max Scherzer. So I didn't see that coming. Yu Darvish was amazing. And Josh Bell hit a home run. Jurickson Profar hit a home run. Manny Machado hit a home run. Then in Game 2, the Mets with Jacob deGrom, much better game. He threw 6 strong, gave up just 2 runs. And the game was tied up in the 5th inning when Pete Alonso stepped up.
Alonso, who's walked and struck out, will lead off. Drive in the air to left. There she goes. A long home run for Alonso. Deep into the lower left field stands. Way behind the 358 mark. Pete Alonso pounces.
From there, the Mets never relinquished the lead. They continued to score runs, ended up winning 8-3, tying up the series. And then yesterday, the only Game 3 in this entire wild card round, the Padres took an early lead on Austin Nola's base hit. And from there, they just kept hitting and just kept scoring. And Joe Musgrove took care of the rest. He just completely shut down the Mets, and the Padres eliminated the Mets. 7-0, the final score. The Padres move on. So, again, I got that prediction wrong, and congratulations to the San Diego Padres, and they are showing that they're ready to win a World Series as well. And it's going to be interesting to see how deep they can go because, of course, all of these teams I'm talking about are about to run into the big boys like the Dodgers, like the Yankees over in the American League. So it's going to be really interesting. But then they had the Phillies and Cardinals. And the Cardinals with Albert Pujols looking to bring a ring to St. Louis. But I think the Phillies might have other plans. In Game 1, there was another amazing pitching duel between Jose Quintana and Zach Wheeler. This game was tied at 0 going into the 7th when Juan Yepez stepped up to the plate.
Yepez to bat for Corey Dickerson.
Carlson on base.
High and deep, down the left field line. Stay fair, stay fair. It is gone! A home run for Juan Yepez!
That home run gave the Cardinals the lead. They held that lead into the 9th inning. But then madness ensued. And the Phillies with 1 out. And it was looking like we got this. Cardinals got this. Base hit by Real Muto. No biggie. Walk by Harper. We don't want to walk guys here. Walk to Castellanos. I said we don't want to walk guys here. Alec Bohm is hit by a pitch. Okay, that's just as bad. What is going on? What the hell is going on with Ryan Helsley? They take him out, but the margin for error is too thin. There's men all on all the bases here, and even though he induces some ground balls, they find some holes. There's some defensive miscues. Everything just falls apart. A complete and utter implosion by the Cardinals, and the Phillies win Game 1 in extraordinary fashion. At this point, it felt like that the series was over. It's one of those things where if the Cardinals are going to come back, you have to show some serious inner strength right here. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Just tell you straight up. Game 2, Cardinals are completely shut out. They manage 1 extra base hit. Bryce Harper hits a bomb, and that's it. The Phillies win it. The Phillies take it. And that prediction I got wrong. So I got almost every prediction wrong. I'm just going to straight up tell you. And most of the visiting teams took care of business on the road. Just absolutely insane. And wow, we'll have to now check out a quick preview of what's coming up here. But that was freaking impressive. I have nothing else to say. But that wild card series was thrilling. I'm not for expanded playoffs, but damn, I would have to think that Major League Baseball may have gained some new fans after that amazing series. I could be wrong on that. But today, October 10th, there is no games. But tomorrow starts the next round. And the Phillies will be taking on the Braves. And the Padres will be taking on the Dodgers. Oh my goodness. Amazing matchups. Padres, Dodgers. Obviously, NL West rivalry. Obviously, I feel left out as a Giants fan. But it is what it is. That's going to be a lot of fun. If you want my new predictions, I don't even know what to tell you in that series. Honestly, I think that it's going to go 7 games. It's going to be insane. I'll give the Dodgers the slight edge, but oh my goodness. And then Braves, Phillies. what to say about the Phillies. I mean, they finished the season kind of weak. I mean, they almost blew their playoff chances, and yet they come in and take care of business quickly against the Cardinals. And so this one's going to be interesting with Fried against Suarez starting tomorrow. I think the Braves will take it, but I don't want to underestimate this Phillies team after what I just saw. It's going to be crazy. You never know. So I'll take the Braves moving on and the Dodgers moving on there, but that's a very weak pick right there. I mean, not a very confident pick, but it's tough to say. Over in the ALDS, we're going to have the Mariners and the Astros, so that's going to be interesting. I originally had the Blue Jays beating the Astros. I don't know what to tell you now with the Mariners taking on the Astros. After the Mariners showed what they just showed, it's going to be insane. I think a lot of it rides on what happens here in Game 1 tomorrow with Verlander going. If they can take out Verlander from there, who knows? So it's going to be a lot of fun in that series. I'll say the Mariners move on, since I originally had the Blue Jays moving on and the Mariners took care of the Blue Jays like nothing. I'll say this Mariners team stays hot and moves on. But if the Astros move on, don't get me wrong, I love Dusty Baker, and I would love to see Dusty Baker get his first world title. Guardians and Yankees is the other series, and wow, amazing stuff for the Guardians. Updated predictions though for the World Series, who knows? Let me say it's the Dodgers against the Guardians in the World Series, and the Guardians take it. Let's go, Cleveland. This is not official at all. No bragging rights on this because my World Series entire bracket has already been busted. So this is just for pure fun and just throwing it out there. I'm going to be rooting for the Guardians, so I might as well pick them. So let me know what you guys think, though. Crazy wild card matchup. And we'll have some more updates and maybe some live streams coming up. Keep an eye out. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time.